As a female solo percussionist, Sheila E has received a star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame and is currently nominated for 2 Grammy Awards for her latest album. In this week's Java with Jamie, I sit down with the drummer whose love of music started in the 1970s and was launched into superstardom by Prince. Always marching to the beat of her own drum, I meet Sheila E at Juicy Ladies in Woodland Hills.
We'll just do this love juice.
She's a ball of energy who recharges by drinking the cafe's juices.
Nice to see you. Thank you. So this is your regular spot, right?
Yes, it is. We love her.
Between touring and recording albums, her career now spans 5 decades.
You're the queen of percussion. What is that like to be a woman in that space and to be thought of that way?
It's, of course, it's been my whole life. Now that they call me the queen, it's really nice. The fans named me that, and it was not expected.
At the age of 5, alongside her dad, Mexican-American jazz percussionist Pete Escovedo, Sheila started playing the drums. At 15, while she was training to be an Olympian in track and field, she went on stage with her father in front of 3,000 people.
And that was the most amazing spiritual experience that I had. And I realized, I felt like I had an out-of-body experience, so I felt that this is the closest I've been to God in my life.
She started touring and never looked back.
But take me through the gamut of all the people you've played with throughout the years.
But the highlights at the very beginning were like, well, first of all, my dad, but meeting Tito Puente when I was young and playing with Tito Puente and Celia Cruz on the Latin side, and then Carlos Santana, George Duke, Billy Cobham, and then it goes from there, meeting other people, and Herbie Hancock and Diana Ross, you know, all of Quincy Jones, a lot of his stuff, Michael Jackson, Phil Collins. That's just the first 4 years, but I'm just saying.
I love that. Just the first 4 years. Only the biggest names in music ever.
Sheila's father also introduced her to Prince at a concert in the 70s. The two collaborated on projects like Erotic City, The Glamorous Life, and of course, Purple Rain.
What was he like? Are there stories that haven't been told?
Oh, a gazillion stories that have not been told and will not be told.
The two are known for their forever friendship and strong work ethics.
We tried to compete constantly.
Did you?
All the time. We had the most fun competing. Just who could stay up the longest, who could play this drum, who could do this.
What do you think your legacy will be?
Well, it's going to be my music, for sure. It's my music, it's the love of music, and it's the love of people and what I had given constantly.
She's still giving. Her latest album, Bailar, is the first salsa album of her career, blending Afro-Caribbean beats, jazz, and funk. It features artists like Gloria Estefan and is nominated for 2 Grammys. Sheila says her roots are deeply important. That's why she's dedicated the album to her godfather, Tito Puente.
Were you always this grounded, or did you have to learn along the way?
I think it's a life process and growing up and then realizing there's some things that you have to change that don't matter anymore, and you get older and you get wiser, and you know, hopefully I learned by the mistakes that I've made, many, every single day, still making mistakes. But I tell people all the time, you fail if you don't try. But failing forward is a good way to fail. You have to fail forward in order to understand.
At 67, Sheila says she has no plans of stopping and claims her success continues because she's never put herself in a box.
I've always heard that drummers are a little weird. Are you a little weird?
No, I'm crazy. I'm not weird, I'm crazy.
You fully admit it.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I love challenges. I love, you know, I love laughing. I love making people laugh.
I didn't stop laughing the entire interview. She is a very funny person. She also has no plans to slow down. She has another completed album with her band Sheila E and the E Train that's going to be coming out soon, and she's planning a gospel album and a Christmas album.
Wow. That is really something. And I like her idea about failing forward, right? Because that really is what helps us grow and everything. And I also like that she makes her own juice at the juice place.
She goes there all the time. So they were like, yeah, just come on in and take care. And she knew the entire menu. She was helping me pick out stuff. It was great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet her finally.
Yes.